So I think I have a body below the waist. I'm not 100% sure. I think I still have legs. It is like ice in my mustache every day I walk to the gym weather lately. Like this is the coldest winter I've seen in a while. But like I think Ottawa is also like colder than Toronto was. When I lived in Vancouver, it was like +3 every day. In like the depths of winter, it was amazing. Like +3 to +5 every day. That was great. That was great weather. It's a really pretty country. It's a really pretty city. But this is way colder than Toronto was. Okay. Merchants and trade prospered in Saraband until Governor Garvin disappears. Trade has fallen off sharply since then. So is the like how does the game Undying like how does the structure work? Like is it kind of like a roguelike? Like how do you have like is it a really short game with like replay? How does it work? It turns out that weapons trade ships to Bersol was an imperial ship that Governor Garvin stole from the other side of Saraband. Okay, so I need to do some mithril stuff. What else do I need to do here? Talk to everybody. Republican provinces Headland and Swampland met with Saraband and the Empire to forge an alliance. However, both Republican lords want Emperor Demarch to retire. Seems they don't care to be allied with him. Fair. Seems like the lords of Headland and Swampland have close ties. I wish the Emperor all the best on his journey. Okay. Republicans must really fear the Emperor. They were visibly shaken when they came around asking about the Emperor's possible return to battle. I got a little more endurance. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't, yeah. You're not, like, you don't work for the company. What you're talking about, though, in terms of, like, there's new games and free games constantly, also kind of gets to the core of what streaming has been like for me, is, like, trying to find some balance between playing new stuff and, like, enjoying old stuff. And I really don't know how to hit that balance. Like, I remember a friend of mine a long time ago was like, every time I read a book, I realize I'm never going to read every book ever, and I'm fine with that. But games are kind of like that now, too. The games have always been like that. Having the Imperial Army in Saraband while doctoring Republican territory. I wonder which country will come out on top. It's like I feel like Sisyphus here. In more ways than one. Governor Garvin fled Saraband, and it appears his remaining guards left for Headland in fear of the Jort's army. Our army was beaten by the Empire, who we thought were our allies. Saraband occupied. I'm not happy about the situation at all. Jade of the Headland army, the younger brother of my love Garrosh, came to say his goodbyes earlier. Our peace treaty has failed, and the Lord of Headland plans to settle things with the Empire. Are we really ending the game on Headland and Swampland? The abduction of Emperor Demarch might have actually benefited the Empire. Of course, if it were up to the Emperor, Saraband would be ablaze in retaliation. Saraband is no mainland territory, and we've been occupied. Being independent was an advantage of a floating city. Why couldn't we remain independent? Okay. What the hell is the Saraband Guard doing? Just because they were beat by the Jort's army, they shouldn't be abandoned the country and run away. After the attack on Saraband and the Emperor's abduction, we were occupied by the Imperial Army. Why Saraband? There's so many other countries. It was a big mistake to ally with the Bullsome sect. Never trust heretics. Don't blame the Saraband army. We had nothing to do with the Emperor's abduction. The Emperor's Saraband Guard were the ones involved with that. Okay. That sounds like the same thing. Our supposed leader has destroyed Saraband. I swear our loyalty to Prince George of the Empire. Please protect us! I'll get to practice my... I wonder if Sisyphus is going to show up in Hades 2. It was always nice to see him in Hades 1. Saraband was played like a fool by Governor Garvin, who played the bombing and the Emperor's abduction right under our noses. Oh, Garrosh. Since Garvin abandoned us, the Saraband Guard has been overcome by despair and disappointment. At least now I know the truth and my life has gained some clarity. I want to help restore peace by serving the person who saved me, Lord Timas. Prince George, if you are cooperating with Lord Timas to help me, I want to help your army. Since being rescued by Lord Timas, I've wanted to aid this noble cause, so please, will you allow me to join me? Sure. Garrosh the Sniper. What? Like... Thank you very much, Prince George. Let's put an end to the chaos that Bullsome has brought and restore peace to the continent again. I guess this is if you miss Bernard. You finally get a sniper now. Wow. Saraband's move to Headland was the beginning of our downfall. This is the worst. I'm so sad. The Emperor was confined to Saraband and not being held elsewhere as was believed. I heard the Emperor was returned to Saraband a few days after the abduction on board the Executor. Executor. But yeah, like I'm trying to think about what are my like must-plays this year. I think it's Hades 2, Doom Dark Ages, and Grand Theft Auto 6. I can't think of anything else. Remasters don't really count. I can't think of anything else, though, of, like, new stuff. The merchants who thought Headland would prosper through trade with Saraband have all left. They said that because of the Emperor's liberation, Saraband is done for. What the hell do they mean by that? When the merchants panicked and left, they threatened me and told me to hand over all my goods. I told them this is my only income. I can't believe those greedy merchants robbed me. The merchants here knew the governor abandoned Saraban, so they took their gold and ran. Now the Saraban trading contender with all his glory said brief history will be closing. Rip. Do I have any mithril on me? I have a silver ring. I have a small mithril. And I don't know, I feel like I don't have the... I feel like I've been kind of gimped on accessories this game. Okay, so... Saraban's move to Headland was the beginning of our downfall. This is the worst. I'm so sad. I wonder if Garrosh being there means that's where I should go to leave this level. But for now, I'm going to go talk to these people, grab my stuff from my inventory, and do some more mithril stuff. How much money do I have? 15k, not much. That's like one mithril weapon. I remember it wasn't until like late into chapter 6 that I started having like large 5-figure banks. We heard of the Jort's army's victory only a short while ago. When the battle was shifted to favor Jorts, the nobles were suddenly nowhere to be found. Ah, classic. The high priest didn't return. Was he defeated in the battle in the governor's mansion? All his knowledge gone. The Jort's army is stronger than we thought. What was Governor Garvin thinking? Joining forces with Prince Aran to get rid of Emperor Damara. It's dangerous business indeed. Well, he looks... If you look at the physiognomy of Governor Garvin, it explains everything. I believe Saraban became weak because our leaders allied with the evil Bozom sect and acted based on their own selfish interests. I mean, that's a pretty good succinct... If you can ever say that about your leadership, then yeah, they're probably in the wrong. They allied with an evil sect and worked in their own selfish interests. I think that's a fair summation of why they failed. Damn it, to think Saraban can be defeated in a war. If there's no turning back, seize Prince George as well. Alright, easy. Alright, simmer down. We don't have to go through all this. I've been using OBS for like 2 years now. I still don't actually know how to make it so I have one thing clicked of my sources in my scene. And I don't know how to make it so I don't have anything clicked at all. If I right click it, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that was a... That guy's like, yeah, take them all down! Lock them up! He's a really intense villager. Was Garvin corrupt as well? Dear me, I used to think Saraban had decent leadership. I mean, did you see what Garvin looked like? I've been waiting for a game and a half to see what this guy looks like, and now it makes total sense. Saraban's citizens will never forgive Governor Garvin for deceiving our country. There was a rumor that Garvin had forsaken his former territories, true along. Like, he's pretty clearly like half a Vandal, if not a full-ass Vandal. He looks like he was a sickly child fomented in resentment and probably beaten by his father, who turns into like a warped person both internally and externally. We really should have pursued that Pegasus Knight of Mage we led away. If Prince George had been alone, he could not have breached the government district. Bro, I'm right here. I was worried the headquarters raid might start a war. It appears my fears have come true. The mettle of the Imperial soldiers is impressive. I don't think there's any way we can win. There's a lot going on here. Everyone's in tune. There's no people who are like, I don't know, I go to work and I have a beer at home and I fall asleep after petting the dog for a bit. My mom and dad were talking in secret. Are they planning to go somewhere? Are they leaving me? To survive, we will need travel the dangerous route to Storage and Republican territory. From Headland through the cave to Swampland along the mountain range, then through the volcano. Oh, volcano again. Mayday. To reach Storage, the Northeasterners pass through that dangerous cave. I'm afraid that journey would be too much for my wife and children. Andrea told me a very, very funny story a couple weeks ago. Her friend has a little 2-year-old, and her little 2-year-old was like, I don't want to sleep in the bed. I want to sleep with you guys. And for some reason, Andrea's friend was like, oh, honey, but like some people, you should be happy you have a bed. Like some people in some places don't even get to have beds. I don't know why she said this to like a 2 or 3-year-old, but she did. And then they had got her a new bed, and it hadn't arrived yet, so they had packed up and dismantled her old small bed to give her a new one. And she came home from like the daycare or whatever, and there was no bed there, and she's like, Mommy, am I one of the kids who doesn't have a bed anymore? She surely stepped into that time. Governor Garvin and the Saraban Guard have somehow underestimated the Jort's army, even though they've returned unscathed from fierce battles and are one of the more formidable armies on the continent. Alright, it's fair. This is the barracks. I remember this place. Our commander said the Jort's army was arrested to keep the peace in Saraban, but I found out it was to aid the Imperial army. Everyone was lied to, but the truth eventually came out. Yeah. A commander without any army is usually prone to rash action, but not Prince George. So you calmly entered the government complex and rescued your army. You're an ideal commander. I was not calm. If you know anything about me, I'm never calm. The Empire respects the law, but Prince George reverts to his commoner birth. He's an excellent soldier, though. Whoa. The battle is exhausting. Saraban is a fairly new trading nation. Battle's not a strength. This guy is a common soldier saying I reverted to my commoner birth. Bro, you are a pawn. Okay, what's in here? I gotta get at least 2 pieces of large mithril. I think I can only get 1. Because I think I can make a small mithril for whatever it is, 2,000 or 1,500. And then I gotta get whoever is the next priority for weapons, which I think might be Hazuki? No, I got the halberd now. Hazuki maybe for a katana? Does she need 2 weapons before everyone else has 1? Who else doesn't have a weapon? Okay, I know mages are bottom of the barrel. He could use more. I could use more throwing weapons on Davide. Everyone else has a mithril weapon now. I assume Holy Halberd is a mithril weapon. I really have to work up Arthur. Lord Timas was blamed for the Emperor's abduction and was run out of Saraban. It was actually a murder plot devised by General Garvin and Prince Arant. Prince Arant was a really hard fight at the end of the first game. That was crazy hard. Everyone was surprised to hear the truth of the Emperor's abduction, but not me. I bet the ruling class will confiscate the private properties of the citizens who fled. Whoa, we're freezing bank accounts now. Something I have to learn about games like this, or games in general, is I often think I can like finish the game's like climactic final battle in like a half an afternoon stream or something like that. It never is the case, and it's always like 7 o'clock and dinner's late and I'm stressed out. There was a strong political motive behind both the capture of the Jort's army and the Emperor's abduction. The soldiers are always pawns in politicians' schemes. We never know the intention behind order. That's true. To allow the prince to remain free while capturing the Jort's army was not smart. In the end, that was our fatal mistake. You have to think about working on your body and think less about whether you have agency in your own life. It was strange to see the Jort's army surrender so easily. Did they simply want to get inside the government district? Our commanders were boastful, saying the Jort's army wasn't worth fearing. How foolish. I have a sesame seed between my teeth. My lady always demands to know when her meals will be ready, but today she's been quiet. Maybe she's wondering if her husband survived the battle in the government district today. The Imperial military is known to be aggressive, but Prince Jort's only fought to release his captive army. Not many outside the Western district knew about the Jort's army's arrest. I got it. I got the sesame seed. Prince Jort's returned because he knew his father, the Emperor, was being held here. It tastes really, really weird with my cool mint Zin, but that's the way life goes right now. The title of the prince suggests an excellent but spoiled upbringing, and most of them are useless. I have a different view of Prince Jort's, however, due to his great acts. A good relation with Headland were primarily due to Governor Garvin. Now that Garvin has disappeared from Saraban with most of our guard, the barbarians will see us as easy prey. When the Republican army in Headland comes here, I'll protect my mother. I won't let them harm a hair on her head. Oh, that's sweet, kiddo. Okay, to the headquarters. When raiding the Imperial headquarters, the Saraban army had overwhelming numbers, but once the Jort's army was reunited, our army got embarrassed. I mean, it was a really easy battle. You guys are not good. Is there anyone in here now? Probably not. Is it worth looking around to see if there's anyone here? I think it's a waste of time. I feel like there should be like a secret here. But I don't think there is. I bet there's no one upstairs. This is a former building. No longer impactful. We knew our soldiers didn't know the true purpose behind the Jort's army's arrest. I can't believe our objective was to prevent the Emperor's rescue. If our business here is finished, the sea has made my nodes ache. His nodes ache. I wonder what will happen to the... You should get that checked out. Maybe an x-ray. I wonder what will happen to Saraban now that Governor Garvin has fled. Now that the Pact of Friendship has failed, Headland is likely to raid Saraban for supplies. Saraban's main advantage is that they can move by sea to avoid trouble. Since that rat Garvin has run away, I can't move. You were impressive in skillfully escaping with Prince Arant and Garvin, Yasha, but if we meet again, I will not let you get away. Poverty-stricken Headland, Emperor Damaric is despised. If we accompany him, we will face violent attacks, dude. You think Prince Arad's tactician Fade the Red was a spy for the Emperor? A man that sends a spy. Loading Arnold Schwarzenegger protocol. To think Prince Arad's tactician Fedor was a spy for the Emperor, a man that sent a spy to observe his own son, there's no underestimating what he's capable of. Although we found it unpleasant to take part in the invasion of Espinia, Prince George will suffer without us. We won't leave the George army. We were able to defeat High Priestess Tesharen because she was already weakened. However, if she had been at full strength, we would have been a much more formidable opponent. I didn't think my first campaign with the George army would be against the Headland army. Jade, my younger brother, belongs to that force. However, we were both determined to fight for our ideals. It's good we saved the Emperor, but it appears he intends to march on Espinia even with the crisis in Destonia. Now that the Emperor is accompanying the George army, we can't afford any carelessness. Huh. Emperor Damar's got an attitude. We saved him. We wouldn't even say a simple thank you. Letting Prince Elrond and Garvin get away is very regrettable. Emperor Damark has not forgotten the embarrassment he suffered 20 years ago. He intends to lead the Jorth army and annex the Republic to the Empire once again. Okay, is there anything I should drop off here? No. I'm gonna take 2 pieces of mithril just to be sure. Gotta sell some crap. Okay, I'll be right back. Somebody's driving me crazy. Okay, back to the shop. I think I can sell that silver ring. Okay, so I gotta figure out what to do with these mithril here. Maybe I can go triple weapon on Davide. It's kind of fun. Maybe it's excessive though. My cat always wants to go outside when it's too cold or until I open the door for her so she see how cold it is, and then she runs back in the house like a bat out of hell. Yeah. My cat does the same too. Especially with the weather being this cold. The second the door opens, her whole paw, like, whoa. She's like this. She's like, whoa. Like this. And then she might take 1 foot out door, but then she runs back inside, especially with the weather being this cold. How would you rate scenario 1 and 2 out of 10? I'm actually having a lot of difficulty figuring that out. I've been thinking about that a lot, actually. I can't tell whether this game is insanely inventive and totally pushing the hardware and like conventions of the late 90s to make like a game where they're like getting a ton of stuff done. It is fairly complex, and they have a bunch of different mechanics. But I feel like I'm getting a little bit baited by people who are like diehard fans of the game to say that it's like incredible. I kind of wonder whether it's like a solid 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 game, or whether it is a lot better than that. I actually can't tell. How's it been going? Good. The Tesharen battle went pretty easily. I think we're getting to like that mithril weapon spike where we're quite strong. Now I'm in do a couple more mithril things and I'm leaving Saraband. Gale ring. Another Gale ring. Shit. Who has a silver ring? David has it. So I can't tell. I think it's, I don't know. In many ways, I think it's very good. Okay, sell 2 silver rings. I think it's sort of, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I think I generally agree. Like, I don't think it could be more than like a 75, a 7.5. I'm just being, I'm being overly simplistic here, but I don't, like, I think it's, I'm not sure it could be more than a 7.5 or 8 out of 10 due to the fact that like it's a little niche in its appeal, but for what it is for a strategy game in 98, kind of like in the Final Fantasy Tactics era, it's like as good as it gets. Between this and FF Tactics, like they're different, but it's probably like almost as good, maybe not quite as good aesthetically and everything. But there's a ton of mechanics here. Like, there's a ton of mechanics. You're leveling up your weapons. You're leveling up your weapon proficiency. And you're leveling up your friendship levels. And you're leveling up your experience. Those parts are really cool. It's much less simple than the average game. There's a lot of replay value. I think there's sort of limited class choices. Like, compared to like Shining Force 1 and 2, I almost feel like there's less class choice. There's more weapon choice, but there's less class choice. It's extremely sick. It's really fun to have another game like this. I do think sometimes it's a bit extra, but a bit extra means that you're doing a lot with the game franchise. I think that's really great. So I kind of go back and forth, to be honest. Okay, so now time to figure out what I do with my. I got 16,000. I got 16,700 for Mithril. I'm wondering whether I would take Bripster's opinion on this, but I wonder whether I do Mist Rapier right now, or I do Hazuki Katana for 12,000, or whether I do 2 David ranged weapons. That's it, really. Everyone else has got something. I assume a Holy Halberd is a Mithril weapon. Well, you'll just have to play the game yourself, I guess. New NVIDIA GPUs came out today, and scalpers bought them already. The 5000 series. No wonder NVIDIA has the new app coming out. If the 5 series comes out today, they grow them on the boat. I bet you get a lot of good sunlight if you're like on. If you're growing fruit trees on a boat, I bet you're getting lots of good sunlight. Must be hard to get enough soil though. Okay, so I think probably my move is 2 David weapons. Or I do the rapier for the main character. I don't know what the #1 rapier is. Bripster! I'm trying to finish where are the peach orchards in Europe? That's a great question. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with Mithril. Do I upgrade the Mist Rapier? Obviously, I can go for like the caster weapons, or I go for double ranged weapon on David, give him a spear and a knife, or I give Hazuki a katana. What would you say I should put into it with my $16,700? I wonder when the NVIDIA GPUs will start being affordable. I heard the 5060 or 5070 is actually a really good value. Okay, I agree with you actually. So I'm gonna have to change my weapon. I'm gonna give him at least a spear. The Mediterranean? Northern Africa? Spain, Portugal? The French countryside? That's all grape. That's all grape weather. It's gotta be that. It's kind of similar. I'm trying to think. What's like the equivalent of like Georgia? Yeah, probably. Nick, how much is the 5090 MSRP? Yeah, we have good peaches too. But Niagara Valley. But don't you want like warmer weather for peaches? Is it a sunlight thing? Is it like a moisture thing? Peaches are like the high ceiling, low floor fruit. Like probably the ultimate example of high ceiling, low floor. Okay, so how much does it cost to do a power spear? $9,000. So I could do 2 weapons for David. Peaches are either amazing or what's the point? Yeah. $2K MSRP for the 5090? That's about right. Like, Peaches for like 3 weeks a year are like, I think, I can't say objectively because it's not fair to say, but Peaches are like objectively as good as it gets when Peaches are really good for like that period. When is that, August or September or whatever it is? But like, Peaches also kind of suck a lot of the time. Yeah. Like, if you're Newman and you're trying to get the Mackinac Peaches, like, then that's like the season. But I bet those Mackinacs are probably better than like the Ontario ones. I hate to say, but they're probably better. But they're still good. Peaches are amazing for like less than a month. Pomegranates in December are like an underrated great thing. You're getting them from like, I guess, the Middle East. Those are amazing. Good to go all in on pomegranates when you can get them, even though it is like out of our like regional long latitude. Okay, how much for the rapier? $8,000 for the rapier. Interesting. So, I can get a rapier and I can get a power spear. Yeah. But part of that problem is that for things to be shipped, even from southern US to Canada, you still have to pluck them early, which means less time on the tree, which means less total nutrients. That's why so many fruits are so bad, because they get picked when they're green still. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my 47 ECI. I think that was a good sort of like, that was like 1,200 Canadian. So like probably 900 American, roughly. It's a good, it's still a $4,000 computer with all the other parts of it if you like get everything good. That's what's crazy, is that even though GPUs are very expensive, it's still like about 25 to 30% of the PC. You have a lot of other parts you have to buy. That's where all like the price bloat comes from. Okay, so I think I'll get the rapier for the main character to get him out of the way. And then I'll get a spear for David. And then the steel knife I don't really care about. Alright, let's do it. So what rapier am I going for? Is it literally called the shiny rapier? You know what would be an ideal location to feed park birds? Every location for park birds is the ideal location. Central Park. Anywhere with like a beautiful white bench and a pond view. Fields. But then they're not park birds, they're field birds. Mist rapier, okay. See you later, pal. Let's try this again. You know the ideal location to feed park birds? The zoo. Are all the names like Nicolin and Mikalainen and everything, are those Finnish names? Mist rapier? Forget about it. It's interesting that the rapiers cost less than the swords. That kind of like implies that they're inferior. The coolest thing in the world is like farming environments in like Asia, like Vietnam, where you like have multiple animals in the same biome as your fields. So like you have like rice field, you've irrigated rice fields with like water in it, and then you have like koi fish in the water, and the koi fish help fertilize the fields. And then you like bring ducks in to like clear up all the bugs at the end of the season. And the ducks irrigate, like the ducks fertilize the fields even more. It's so cool. Maybe it's a raw materials thing. Good idea. Good point. Dude, why are you giving me this mist rapier? I don't want this. It sucks. Ripster. Ripster, what is the exact rapier I'm going for? Rapier. That was a surprising part of it's called shiny. That was a surprising aspect of cities in Japan. It's like you not obviously in like the urban core, but there's a ton of like sort of community managed rice fields that are like not that far from like city centers. That's so heartwarming to see people working on that. Lots of like older folk doing it. Yeah, it's a little mini one. 1/100th scale rice field. Magic rapier? No. Oops, I don't need to leave there. With Andy being on the low FODMAP, low histamine diet right now, we're like just absolute rice connoisseurs. It's like 2 meals a day. I love it. It's really simplifying things. We're having so many incredible... I'm having taco bowls like twice a week, and I'm loving it. Rice, black beans, ground turkey, shredded chicken, ground bison, mashed avocado, sour cream, pico de gallo, jalapeno Monterey Jack cheese. I'm living the dream right now. These are like the best meals. Feels clean. It's so much protein. I'm actually living the dream. I love it. I'm trying to rank where like the ground bison / ground beef is versus the shredded chicken and the ground turkey. The ground turkey is very, very good, I think. But it's maybe a little less delicious, but probably a little more healthy. Probably more diverse nutrients. Magic rapier. What is this? Sometimes I wonder about that. Like sometimes I'll see like the ads I'm getting on like YouTube or like in Google or like Twitter or something like that. And I was like, you wouldn't have, are you listening to me? Are you actually listening to me? Because it'll be some random thing that got mentioned like once the day before. Okay, so there's only 2 rapiers available here. There's the magic rapier and the mist rapier. That's too specific. That's too complicated. Has DeepSeek just taken over the entire algorithmic system? Okay, so there's just only these 2 rapiers, clearly. Vulgair's like, we're more than just a country that you can compare to the Swedens, my friend. We have our own unique stature. I'm tired of these big brother, little brother comparisons. Bro, what is this? We are not just a we are not just a this isn't a Canada-US situation where we have to compare Canada to the US constantly. We are our own country with our own pride, damn it. I'm standing up for the Finns. Saunas are pretty great. All I'm getting is Mist and Magic, yeah. There we go. Hey, hey. All I needed you just to intersperse. All I needed you was for you to interject there, big guy. Thank you. Okay, let's sell the Mist Rapier. And then get a Power Spear. Oh my god. What is this thing? Critical +5, special attack, regen 3 HP. Perfect. Okay, so now let's do a Power Spear or whatever the spear. What's the spear I'm looking for? I didn't see the 2 MP on the... I didn't see the 2 MP on the Mist Rapier. I think you're talking about the Magic Rapier. The Mist Rapier is crit +5 and special attack. +3 agility and lower damage overall. Okay, what are we doing for the spear? I'm gonna kind of just go with whatever spear as long as there's not a counter spear. As long as there's not a counter spear. What are these links? What's happening here? Donald Duck and Gladstone? I thought the Swiss were neutral. Are the Swedes also neutral? Silver Spear, is that good enough? Critical +10? No special attack's kind of lame, I guess. Did you watch Trailer Park Boys? Not really. It's on in Canada a lot, so I've obviously seen some episodes, but never really followed it. That's fine. We'll go with that. Okay, so I have 6,000, so I can't afford the katana. So maybe I'll do maybe we'll get some more mithril and go give him a... How much are the staves? The staves are probably like 10k or something like that, right? Trailer Park Boys, I'm obviously very aware of being Canadian, but myself personally, I've never like watched more than like a couple episodes in a row or anything like that. Pretty good show. No complaints here, really. But I'm no expert. Another book series of like sort of like fantasy animal young adult novels I read was I think his name was Duncan Horwood. I think his name was William Horwood, and he did something called like he did a bunch of books about the Duncton. And it was a book about like moles, sort of like a fantasy medieval setting. And the moles were sort of like this allegory for Europe. And then he did some other ones with like moles and like wolves and stuff, and the wolves or like ravens were like the Magyar, and they called them the Magyar. It was a very like straightforward reference. That's when I first heard of the Magyar. That's why I'm saying that. So how much do the staves cost? I can either do a throwing knife for David, but his throwing knife level is very low. Or I can do a staff for Uriado or Synthesis. It's a book series. I don't want to do it. Kind of like my Rune Tomahawk. I don't know. Is it good? What's the deal with the Rune Tomahawk? I already have it. Critical +10? I guess it's a little boring, right? Let's go grab one more mithril, see what we can stir up here. Maybe some people would think that this game is like Camelot's magnum opus. In terms of like ambition and like scope, it could be actually the sort of their magnum opus. Okay, shift around some of these. Shift around some of these healing drops. Get a couple more fairy powders. So let's see how expensive it is for the rods or staves. And then maybe get a steel knife for David. How many seasons did they do? Must have been a lot. If you're saying it like fell off around 2005. How long was it on for? 13,000 for these things. Okay, so I'll do a steel knife type thing for David, just for funsies. They're probably pretty cheap. Just accept whatever they give me. I watched that comedian Matt Friend have Hank Azaria on his pod. So they're like, he's just absolutely like, oh, Mithril Dirk. This one from the previous game. Pretty shitty. So it's pretty funny to have him like having conversations between Chief Wiggum and like Donald Trump and stuff. I could listen to that all day. His Chief Wiggum is like so funny to watch him do it. Watching like Hank Azaria like move his mouth slightly and just get like some incredible character again. They did a bunch of movies. Okay, final check of who's gonna get the running pepper. My choices are Robbie or Hera, Syntessus or Uriado. Should I give it to my one pure healer? I don't feel like I need to. I'm gonna give it to Hera. I think this is kind of a bad idea because she's not that good. But fuck it. Might as well make her be useful. Alright, let's get out of here. Save. Nick, what have you set off over here? Twitch chat is just 100% Trailer Park Boys. TPB, aka the Pirate Bay. Thanks a lot, Bubbles. This is where I'm going? I don't even know anymore. Okay, we got a battle. Cool. Oh, Zero's back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who do I drop? Hey, Zero's returned and Joe Rogan is with him. Great work, Zero. You must have been able to get the ship key back from High Priest Fiale. Do I drop Arthur for Zero? I'm sorry to have troubled you.
As you can see, thanks to Zero and the T-Mass army, I was able to escape before sinking into the Dystonia Sea.
It's so fun to do that voice.
We would have been reunited with you much sooner, but Honesty arrived and had a secret meeting with the general. Then she departed to fulfill the Emperor's orders. Though the ship was going to sink, you and Honesty went into the captain's quarters
For some reason. Oh. I see what's going on here.
See? Their meeting on the Executor is the only part he won't talk about, no matter how much you ask.
Don't you think it would be better to inform Prince Jorts about Lord Conrad?
Oh, yes. Though it grieves me, I must report Lord Conrad has passed away. He was killed by the hand of High Priest Phyale of the Bulzum sect, who took advantage of the chaotic state of the Republic. It was a very sad end. The death of a man as beloved as Lord Conrad. I feel for Lord Timas. The people of Espinia must be in shock.
Zero, you mentioned the chaotic state of the Espinian government. How have there been any problems other than the death of Lord Conrad?
General Fafard staged a revolt and was defeated by the Timas army. He and General Edmund were pillars of our nation's defense.
Perhaps Elbersham yet smiles on us. This Republican land originally belonged to the Empire, but we lost it in a bitter conflict. I switched over to Sean Connery for Emperor Damarich, and there was someone popping in a chat at the end of the day. He's like, I've always kind of thought of Emperor Damarich as, Theoden from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, well, I don't know how to do Theoden, okay? It's not that interesting a voice. Those who snatched this land from us are now toppling before our eyes ahead of our invasion. This must be Elbersham's will. It also fits because his most trusted general also seems like a Scot as well. You think it's a pig squeak? I was more doing a bird squeak, which is like, wee! But a pig squeak is more like, wee! Sorry, kitty. Pig and bird squeaks are a bit different. Fidget, are all the preparations in order? The remnants of the army have been reorganized. We are ready to march at any time. George, your army will lead. My forces will cover the rear. Joe Rogan, you'll join my royal guard.
As your command, Emperor Damarich. Prince, I'll be moving with the royal guard. Let's be prudent during battle. Let's be prudent during battle.
I can't do that. I don't know how to pronounce the word battle. Prince George, let's be on our way. I hope not. I want Zero. I love flying characters. I want to have a flying assassin again. No, I hadn't thought about Jiminy. Good question. Great question. Penetrating question. But there could be calmer bigs which sound birds. Yeah, maybe an elephant can do a giraffe impression. This isn't a fantasy worth vulgar. The Emperor really intends for us to march on Aspia, Prince George. But what can we do? The Emperor has been determined to reclaim Espinia for like 20 years now. What are you still doing here, George? We have no other choice. We must guard the Emperor through the mountain range to the west. If we head north from here, we'll eventually reach my hometown of Arrow Village. Shut up, newbie. No one asked your opinion. Then it's just a little further north to the entrance of the cave leading to Swampland. There are open plains until then. If we move swiftly, we shouldn't encounter any problems. Famous last words. My younger brother Jade is a commander in the Headland Army and will try to thwart us.
It's Jiminy.
Is Jiminy short for anything? Do you have a real? Is there an original name you have?
No, it's Jiminy.
My brother and I, divided as foes. Can we really be destined to battle one another? Bro, no one cares. You just joined. You don't get story here. The glance against your own brother in battle is unacceptable. Is there truly no way to avoid it? My brother and I discussed the possibility and we decided we will fight with honor, but without hesitation. There's nothing to be concerned about. Let's go. It's a third-party app, which provides a lot more emotes than Twitch offers. Twitch just has really, really basic, safe, extremely boring emotes, and then channel-specific ones. 7TV is like tens of thousands of Pepes and anime girls, basically.
If Emperor Damarich or Fidrit fall in battle, we will have no choice but to return to the town. We must advance whilst still providing them cover.
So do I get Zero or not? Does he join me? He didn't say he's joining me. Okay, so let's find out who you dropped from my party to put Zero in. Why do I have Garrosh? I hate this game. Amongst other things, March is many things. Okay, so where is? So Arthur's gone for Garrosh. Do I have to use him? Who am I missing? Is Hedva gone again? Hedva's here. Who am I missing? Arthur? And whomst else? I gotta aggress again. This is too. I hate this game. Why do you remove my characters from my party? Unilaterally. Who's Trevor? It's you. You're Trevor. Vulgar is a Twitch denizen. He's going to be speaking in arcane runic languages involving pictures as hieroglyphics in a way that you can't even fathom. Okay, so who's in my party? Okay, Arthur's out. And Zero joins extra? Okay, someone memorize these 12 people. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget who's here and who gets kicked out. I swear to God, they're gonna put Garrosh back in here. Yeah, exactly. OBS is sort of uncooperative with getting 7TV and everything like that to join, to include in it. You have to like almost have like a Twitch window, chat window box up. So they kick Arthur out for Garrosh. Again. Who else is gone? Who else is gone? If Zero's in, I literally have to take a picture on my phone. Who am I missing? 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 Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's 13. So Zero and Garrosh are added, and they kick out Arthur. And he has a Robin arrow. This is so cringe. So we're fighting his brother. So I'm forced to use Garrosh here. Okay. It's not that bad. So how's Zero doing level-wise? It's level 5. It's not terrible. It's not great, though. But I can't make him better. So yes, actually, Nick, to answer your question, he is an underleveled burden. Because he doesn't have a mithril weapon. I don't even think there's a mithril wing. This is a lot of dudes. There's a lot of people on the map here. Alright, so here we go. Come on, folks. Let's get going. Gotta change David's weapon. He's got a little knife. Why did I put him up so high? So far. That guy looks large. Who's that bruiser? Like, why? Like, what is the... Just let me have my party. Arturo is going to be so useless. I'm not going to be able to use him. Whatever, I didn't give him a mithril weapon. He has a whole... I want a guy with a whole... I want Arthur with a holy halberd. And spellcasting, and I want to scale him. They don't even let me use him. Okay, so kind of feel we should just go up the left side. Go to the left side of that far corner. Oh, the rocks are 30%. Nice. It shouldn't be that bad. It's fine. See, I did say that. We're not so different, you and I. See, I did say that. That Matt Friend guy also did like a YouTube short recently of him at the age of 5 doing a Dr. Evil impression. So I guess he's just always been this guy. I got my dream of watching him and Jamie Foxx do dueling Donald Trump impressions. Two of the best who've ever done it. All right, let's give him the business here. All right, everybody. Take him out. Whoa! 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 That guy actually looks familiar. The guy you're talking about? Like, I know that guy. I remember that guy from that show. I swear to God. Okay. That's Jonavision. I remember that. That's a throwback. I should have probably tried to give Zero some of these kills. Oh, hold on. We're getting an attack from the right side. Mayday. Whoa. Alright, it's fine. Oh, okay. Rock has turned into his namesake. What a Chad. He's finally coming to his own. He gets the same thing every time. HP plus 2, attack by 2, defense by 2. Okay, attack by 1 this time. Never mind. Alright, Garrosh, you can get some reps here. I'm not getting you a kill. Forget that. You suck, man. I have real party members doing real things. Not you, you Nepo baby. No one asked you to be in this group. What's this guy got? Giant armor with a flail? Okay, I probably should give Zero that kill if I can. I don't think he can reach from there, though. It's pretty far. There's no way. Okay, I gotta get kills to Hazuki. Whoa, that guy's going for the Emperor. Mayday. Stop the presses. Oh my god. Jorts. Take him out, mama. It's all yours. Rock is cooking, and I can smell it. Allspice, cinnamon, dates. I think he's making a tagine. It's delicious. Who's taking damage here? Just Rock? Everyone else is groovy? Alright, it's fine. How about time to do like a cute little... We can do a support spell here. She doesn't have very much mana. Atta girl. There you go. So we're working Shuriken here because you don't have a good katana. Maybe some currents? Something delicious. A couple of cinnamon sticks. Lamb shanks. Full deal. I made a lamb shank tagine one time and it blew my mind how good it was. Especially to make it more often. And then the next day I took the leftovers and made like a rice noodle saute with it. It was also amazing. Having a great time. Nice and sweet. You gotta be careful with dates though. Dates have a lot of sugar. Even now my like smoothie is sort of modeled on the A, B, and J that my gym gives as a drink, as a smoothie. So it's dates, banana, oats, protein powder, all those other things, and then bit of cinnamon and almond butter, and like protein and everything. I make it with goat's milk, and you can feel that like surge of like energy from the dates and the banana and everything like instantly. Crazy. Dates are like quick sugars, man. They're good. I love dates. A lot of bro health dudes are also like dates with butter in it is like the ultimate snack. I'm like, you're probably not wrong. It sounds pretty goddamn delicious. I've had it a couple of times. Just slit the date open, cream pie it with butter. Who's complaining? All right, Robbie, get in there. Yeah. Why does the Rock pee in Gatorade bottles? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Oh my god. Joe Rogan. All those workouts have come in handy. He stole my stuff. I heard Dwayne Johnson always has empty Gatorade bottles under to relieve stuff in so he doesn't get interrupted whenever he's doing. He urinates in them. God, remind me not to take a road trip with that guy. One of the harshest realities I ever had in my life was the first few times that I went to a urinal in flip-flops and you just use the urinal normally and you're not doing anything gross or messy, but you still feel like that light mist on your bare feet. And you're like, oh my god, this is what all men are doing at all times. We all have like a thin sheen of pee on our feet. So traumatic. A light misting. It's not cool, man. It's just not cool. It's just not okay. I'm just tired of pretending that it is. And then you like look at the, then you just like look at the urinals in the gym change room. You realize just what animals everyone is. Splashes everywhere. Like, what are you guys doing? I mean, that's not a very generous. That's not a very generous view of bro science. That's just an idiot. There is kind of bro science being like, I know what works because I work out a lot and I look into these things a lot myself. And they're not like geeky kind of beta scientists. And I kind of get what they're saying, but that's just like a dumb guy. There's got to be some difference. Like bro science guys were ahead on like creatine being important not just for muscle mass but like other protective qualities. Okay, so we're holding off here. Gotta watch out for Emperor Damarich. In some things, bro science is like ahead of real science. Ironically. Maybe that counts as bro science. Hey man, if he feels like he has a fuller scrotum because of his milk drinking, all the power to him. He's not hurting anybody. Okay, what's the range of this guy? Is he gonna shoot my Hedva? No, he's not. Stay back, lady. You're small and cute, wearing wispy, filmy gear. He's not hurting nobody. Okay, let's do a support here. Let's get a nice little 5-man support here. When I went to elementary school, we had water bubblers, and all the kids would put their whole mouth on them. What's a water bubbler? For every creatine, there are 1,000 other dumbass conclusions. I guess. But for every, like, helpful, like, doctor tip, there's also, like, people who are on statins their entire lives. For, like, no real good reason. It's because they go to, like, one doctor's appointment. Might possibly contribute to Alzheimer's. Generally speaking, like, our entire culture is people, like, trying to, like, fast track not exercising and thinking they're trying to somehow fooling the system. That's, like, the overall theme, in my opinion. Everyone trying to, like, find some tricks and some, like, clever magic tricks to offset the fact that they just, like, live an unhealthy life. I like the bros. They're at least working out, you know? Okay, so we're staying here for another turn. I'm gonna go here. Like a sink where you can wash your hands, but for public drinking. You need a water fountain? Oh yeah, I didn't know those are called bubblers. Maybe that's a Wisconsin thing. But yeah, I always look really carefully at the gym about like who is doing what with the water fountain. Like, keep your lips off that nipple, you weirdo. That'd be cool. That's like very video gamey. What are we doing here? Oh my god. Robbie. It's going ham. I gotta say though, being in high school, like when you do like a gym class and you have a lot of running that day, no water outside of someone who's like dying of thirst in the desert, no water hits better than that ice cold high school water fountain after you did like a gym fitness test. Man, that is just a dream. That is just the dream. It's so refreshing. I'm thirsty just thinking about it. Okay, what do I do here? No one's taking damage. I want to get Hedva a kill here. Oh, I don't think those soldiers are going to reach her. Give me a level. Give me a level. Add a girl. I love her. She's Wendigo now? Nice. HP by 1, MP by 1. She's like a boss killer. Attack by 1. She's kind of like a sorcerer. Defense by 2. She's kind of like the sorcerer. Agility by 1. And Shining Force 2. She's like your boss specialist. Yeah, you don't want it too cold. But man, that water is good when you're thirsty. Jort's got like 3 levels in like 1 fight. He's just turning into like the absolute Giga Chad. It's now Jort's army and we're just living in it. Is that the right phrase? No, I don't think it is. Okay, get out of the way. Do not hit her. That's my baby. Okay, I think that was a good move. I think that blocked him hitting Hedva and potentially one-shotting her. There we go. Bring it on. 9. Lol. Whoa, easy. The Emperor's off on his lonesome. Cool it, lady. This move is sick. I love it. Okay, you guys follow the Emperor. I don't know what he's doing over there, but I don't like it. Okay. Progress. Oh, easy. Whoa, whoa. All right, wrap these dudes up. Oh. I'm going with you guys. Anyone need healing? I don't think so. I think everyone's pretty good. I think Rock got hit, right? Rocco! I'm gonna give this guy a smack. He's got plenty of health left. I don't necessarily want Hera getting kills, but I want her in the mix. Atta girl. Perfect. Did you ever bring your own food to school? Yeah, I don't really remember having school lunches. Sometimes there was school lunches, but like, I don't know. They always kind of seemed like shit food. During the second half of high school, I lived in like a downtown block, so there's a lot of fast food restaurants nearby. So I just started getting $10 a day for lunch. I sort of regret it. When you're a teenager, like so much of like your complexion and like acne and stuff like that, or like your skin oil when you're a teenager, is like tangentially related to your diet and gut health, from what I understand. So I regret going out and buying fast food as much as I did. It made my skin worse. And my friends who were like, I don't know, getting homemade lunches is like a gift, and you should accept that when you have it. Nice sandwiches, maybe some, you know, carrots and celery. Little juice box. Pretty delicious. Maybe some grapes. HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 3. So they really don't give David very much attack once he starts leveling up. So he honestly becomes kind of like a ranged frontliner. Yeah, there'd be like kind of cafeteria style food, but who wants that? Nobody. It's depressing. Yeah, it's all relative, I guess. If your mom was like a boiled hot dogger at home, you're gonna love a school lunch. Lukewarm nuggies. Living the dream. I'm not gonna heal him with heal 2, it's not efficient. Mac and cheese with sliced hot dogs in it. Frozen crispy fries. Oh, what is he doing? He's a loose cannon. I gotta rush ahead. That sounds upsetting. Boiled creep jam? Okay, block him with your body. Yeah, that's good. You're good. The Emperor's a loose cannon. They're coming our way. So I guess I can't really decide where to go. The Emperor decides where to go. I guess that's fair. He's the Emperor. Can't get mad at that, really. It's not a real thing. He's making a crepe jam joke from yesterday. Latu, whatever it was. You Finns crack me up. It's Canada, so really if you had school lunch in Canada, all you're getting is poutine with maple syrup on it and bacon. It's the only meal you're allowed. Every single day. Ketchup, bacon, poutine. Pepperoni pizza. That's the best you get. Maybe a hamburger, if you're lucky. Alright. Joe Rogan's gonna wreck these dudes. Cabbage rolls? Cabbage rolls are delicious. Cabbage box. Cabbage rolls, when they're good, are like actually like one of the most delicious foods. The sweetness of the tomato. The ground meat. Incredible. They're a little hard to make them really hard to make them like consistently delicious, but man, when they're good, they're good. These guys are stealing my kills. I gotta start getting my, I gotta start leading with my body. Alright, they don't care about Emperor Damaris, they care about Jorts. Oh my god, this might be a kill. Yeah, okay, never mind. Oh. That is very Canadian, I agree with that. Okay, I'm now going to run to the back in case I get counterattacked. I give this guy the business. Boiled cabbage with ground meats, which you're calling a cabbage box. I have to feel that that must be the cabbage rolls that I'm thinking about. We're just having a translation error here. Those have to be the same things. Come on. There can't be cabbage rolls and a cabbage box. This has to be lost in translation. Stop it. right, here's my girl. Go get him. Let's get another shuriken level. How much damage does that do? 10? Not great. Mayday. They're coming in full steam. They're coming for the Emperor. Guess I'm gonna use my pathetic little power spear here. So it's like ground meat with cabbage above it? I think we're thinking of the same thing, but I refuse to find it. I'll learn at some point. This Garrosh is a lot worse than Garrosh Hellscream. I gotta say that right now. Okay, I think we're in trouble right now. There's a lot of dudes. Alright, all in. Hammer the Harpies. Full speed ahead. Ooh, Ragnarok. Oh my god! That's the one I saw from the credit sequence in the previous game. The Big Axe. Okay, someone deal with this goddamn Emperor. He's a loose cannon. Okay, clean up the Harpies quickly and then get in the front. Post haste. Oh god. Joe Rogan stealing all my kills? Never mind. I need another heal. This is her taking too much XP. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Cabbage box? The least romantic food title of all time. Where's the joie de vivre? HP by 2, MP by 1, attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 1. Atta girl. Nothing. I'll drop nothing for the angel wing. Do you understand me? Okay, back up. Hold up. You can get a little taste of healing jorts. Mmm. Box it up and send it in the mail. It'll be fine when it gets there. God, her healing sucks. 16? Are you joking? That's ridiculous. Okay, here's the problem. My Emperor is currently the front line. It's not good. Can I give him the support spell? Yes, this works. I mean, that's a high that's a nutrient dense meal. You can get jacked off that cabbage box easily. Liver box? Why don't you add all those things together? Have a mega box. That's the real move. If I go here, I'm gonna die. Okay, they're backing off. Okay, good. There's some real scripts going on here. Alright, Rock's gonna go solo this guy. Make him look like an idiot. I'm just saying it. It's called a cabbage box. It's just the word is the words you're giving me. That's the way I'm pronouncing it. The fact that the words exist is hilarious. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing. Don't kill the messenger. I'm gonna try to give Zero that kill. Did you look it up so you know what a rutabaga is? Rutabaga is way down there in the quality roots and tubers section. Waxy. Very, very, very durable and sturdy. What's up, buddy? Keeping it real over there? How was your crumpets this morning? Did you get enough crumpets? Did you have them with jam? No, eggs and a sausage patty. Oh, I love that. I forgot about that. Did everything go well with your breakfast? Hope this guy doesn't one-shot zero. There's a chance he does, though. Oh, this is not good. I think I might die here. Oh, he's alive. Thank God. Okay. Good, 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 good. Do you make your sausage patties yourself or do you purchase them? A homemade sausage patty is a great thing. A purchased sausage patty is also extremely delicious. You can't go wrong. You really can't. Alright, get in there, boys. Let's see some action. Do carrots count as tubers? Carrots are the all-time great. Also, apparently one of the most digestible raw vegetables. HP plus 3, MP plus 1, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 1. I've actually very rarely made sausage patties myself as well. Then you gotta, like, I don't know, keep them frozen and, like, remember when you made them. A little sketchy, you know? Probably less preservatives, though. Okay, can he get this kill? I don't think he can. I think he's too weak. Unless I get a twister or a cross slash. Did I just do 1 damage to him? Okay. Mayday. Yeah, tubers are a potato. I guess they count as roots. Roots are different than tubers. They always say roots and tubers when they're talking about what bears are eating. Zero is such a liability. Holy shit. I think I gave him a power wine. That was the worst idea of my life. Disaster. What a fake character. What a fake gamer. Poutine is one of the most iconic Canadian foods. When it's good, goddamn is it good. But when it's bad, boy is it bad. It's a sloppy, degenerate food. But when it's good, it's good. I've been really upgrading my gravy game lately, infusing a lot more flavor into it. I think I could make a better poutine next time I did. Poutine. So if it's bad, it's okay. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's really good. But also filling and extremely unhealthy. Very temperature sensitive. It's good. It's like almost all French fries dish. Like almost all French fried dishes. It's like incredible for 10 to 15 minutes, and then you no longer have hot, tasty fries, to quote Dane Cook, and you're running out of gas. Is that like a demi-glaze? What's a 2-day glaze? Tornado is now 3, HP by 2, MP by 1, attack by 2, defense by 2. Incredible level for my girl Hazuki. Yeah. Poutine can be amazing. ease up on the patriotism for a minute. But it's gotta be cheese curds, yeah. You can't have it with like just cheese. It's not even remotely the same. Not even remotely the same. I don't know if other countries even have cheese curds. I'm sure they do. What other countries eat cheese curds? Alberts are bust. Delicious. Rock's getting levels. Yeah, I think your part of the USA has cheese curds a lot. That's a good point. Well, Nick, next time buy a pack of cheese curds and keep them in your pocket, and then get some fries and gravy, and change your life. The problem with poutine is that a lot of places that serve poutine in restaurants, their gravies are like made from powder. Can't have that. You gotta have a real proper gravy. That's where all the flavor comes from. A lot of bad gravies out there. Mushroom powder gravies. Just like powdered gravies of all kinds filled with like false meat umami. No thank you. But boy, when it's good, it's good. Okay, this battle is a bit of a snoozer, I gotta say. Saint-Hubert and Swiss Chalet do have wonderful sugo de carne, I agree. The best, Jerry, the best. Where's this guy going? He's out of his mind. I think are we gonna get some respawns over here or what? A little stressed about where that Emperor is going. He's lollygagging. He's dilly-dallying. See, this guy has really bad levels. Hope this is not the same. HP by 1. Attack by 2, that's good. Defense by 2, okay. Proper level for Robbo. Got a little steam engine on his back. I feel like the Emperor's gonna like wander I feel like the Emperor's gonna lollygag and dilly-dally over there, and like some fucking sandworms are gonna show up out of the soil. Totally change how this battle's going, which is so far pretty good. Wow, if I hadn't used a support item on Zero, I think he would have got one shot by that tank. This is probably a mistake. That Dragon Lance is hitting different. HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 1, not bad. There's no equivalent. A big plate of really hot and thick mac and cheese is really good on really cold days. Yeah, mac and cheese is also a next level food. Like a homemade mac and cheese with like 10 tons of cheese on it. Is this gonna be poutine in all languages? Yeah, Trevor's right. There's no equivalent. There's only false equivalents. I don't know what that means. It's not like cabbage box, you know? Like we're not that literal. Okay, Campbell's dead. Star Bomb? Oh, please miss that? Never mind. Okay, well, can't win them all. Mother, I'm so tired of the cabbage box. Can we have the liver box instead today? I'm so tired of liver box. Can we have the rutabaga box? It is a special occasion. Can we have the rutabaga box? Mmm, delicious, my favorite. Can I hit him with Zephyrus here? No? Okay. Stand by. Can you heal him again? Might as well do something with your mana. This battle's almost over. Smart move. I'd suggest you changing your Twitch profile picture as well, except there's not much people can read. It would never read as a cabbage box. It's just kind of like a, you know, an earth tone mess. This guy's got 33 health? What is happening? Wait, hold on. I should talk to him. Mayday. Is he dead? He's not dead. Talk to him. Don't kill him. Maybe if Garrosh talks to him? Does that work? Does that count? Talk to your brother. Oh, he's targeting him. Is this a kill? I lost Headfa because I didn't want to... I want to see if there's something I can do with his brother here. I don't think there is. Emperor's still dilly-dallying. Move all the squishies away. Wow, what happened here, bro? You are so bad. Talk to your brother. Yes. Excellent. My brother Garrosh, we promised we wouldn't talk to each other. Jade, you... Lord Daka suspects me and his agents are watching me, even now on this battlefield. I know, and if you show the slightest odd behavior, our parents will fall into the Lord's clutches. Therefore, once we are on the battlefield, though we may be brothers, you have decided to put life on the line and fight. Yes, I have, Jade. I will use all my strength to defeat you. For our parents' big brother, you should battle with all your might as well. Oh. Oh, Zero's dead. Jesus. What if I talk to him again? 59? Alright, forget this. He's taken out 2 of my dudes already. What if I talk to him again? I want that tank. I want it bad. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think that was my only option, is just have one little chit chat, and he says, "Brother, we will fight to the death for honor." He does have the right outfit, doesn't he? That's right.
You've been through many trials and tribulations here, haven't you?
All right. Well, can't do anything about it. So let's have a little fratricide here. Oh, nice face. Gonna kill his brother. Killed his own brother. Jesus. He only joins if you don't save Garrosh, but he looks better. I gave up a brass gunner for like a second sniper. Ah, great. I really put my foot in it this time. Sausage potatoes dish. I'm sick of these goddamn Finnish titles. I'm not even clicking that link. I'm too upset. What are you guys, German? I've been defeated. Brother, Prince Jorts. At least I killed my brother before I died. Yeah. Don't grieve, brother. Rather, be careful. Be careful of what? They wouldn't tell me everything because I'm your brother, but be careful, extra cautious when you go to the cave. I'm sure you've already realized Headland's main force still remains. The Headland and Swampland armies have united. They are planning something. An ambush, no doubt. Brother, live on for me and bring peace back to the world. Brothers fighting on opposite sides. War causes such tragedies. Opposing sides, opposing ideologies. As long as there is war, this kind of tragedy will not go away. This torn and divided country, even more reason to overtake it for the Empire as soon as possible. He walks right past me. The Emperor's words are not wrong, but the people made a stand for equality. It seems he's forgotten the reason for the Republic's formation. I don't like it. It should be, the best poutines are fine the way they are. It's kind of like going to a burrito place, but it's run by white people. So they have like a butter chicken burrito and stuff like that. I guess it's fine, but like, know thyself, you know? The Smokes Poutineery Thanksgiving one was not bad, I agree.
Despite its poverty, the Republic is still here today because of their determination to achieve these ideals. They cannot be suppressed with force.
If it's as Jade said, a challenging battle awaits us in the cave ahead. Let's rest up in my hometown, Aero.
He's just saying random words now. Is the program broken? Maybe cranberry is the word you mean? Yeah. Do you guys have cherry jam in your thing? You don't have Thanksgiving. So this is the village where Garrosh was born. Hellscream Village.
In addition to replenishing our supplies in this village, it would be helpful if we could gather some information on the movements of the Headland army.
Well, I'm doubting there's much to learn here, but we can at least take a look around the village. Is this actually a third-party conversation? Is that what you're saying?
The people of the Republic strongly reject the Emperor, yet he pays them not the slightest heed. I'm continually reminded of what a great man he is.
Really? The Emperor went to the tavern, huh? I'm sure that wasn't awkward at all. He's quite an intimidating person, but I guess he liked to mingle with the commoners sometimes. Aero's just a typical village, but has a cozy community feel to it. I like it here. I could glamp here. When someone reaches Emperor Damar's age, it's only natural that vitality starts to fade. However, he doesn't appear to be weakening. The desire for reunification apparently gives him strength. My whole team is jock riding the Emperor all of a sudden. It doesn't feel good to be battling the Headland army. To bring military force down on poor people who are just trying to defend their land? Dude, it's cruel.
The thought of fighting against the army of my homeland. I grew up with many in the Headland army. It is difficult to see them as enemies. I couldn't bear to face my parents.
If the Headland army is hostile because Emperor Damar travels with us, we should leave the Emperor here. I'm sorry to say such a thing, Prince Jorts. I understand we can't.
Flowers don't bloom in the Headland region. It's too bad since flowers ease the mind and women really enjoy them.
If the local lords have united to ambush us in the cave, we can't afford to relax. Even if we are ready for them, we don't know the layout of the cave, so we'll be at a disadvantage.
The Headland army sure must be confident to attempt a showdown in that cave. I'd like to scout the battlefield, but I can't make use of my mobility in the caverns. I don't know how, but the Emperor seems to have a hint of ninja about him.
I'm not imagining it. What?
After a battle, we always go to a tavern to blow off steam, but I have no desire to enter a tavern where the Emperor is.
It doesn't look like there's anyone in pursuit from Headland Castle. Well, that's a relief. Headland is dry and turning into desert. I can't stand it, yet I've heard Swampland beyond the mountains lives up to his name. We're in for a tough time traversing either of them. Sand has entered body communication joints. Feels unpleasantly gritty. That's fair.
What are you doing here? What are you doing?
Southern California. Arrow Village is in central Headland and is relatively close to Swampland. However, mountains lie between the two regions. They could have called it the Netherlands. Same difference. Mountains lie between the two regions, so you must traverse a cave, which isn't easy. Yeah, caves, tough. Yeah. You're planning to escort Emperor Damarich to Aspia, aren't you? Yes. As Emperor Damarich nears Aspia, the opposition will get stronger. You should return to Destonia. Don't forget how strongly the Aspinian people reject the Emperor. Or are you not even aware of it? You asshole? I think this says Biru. Vibing in a rural country tavern. I like this. You're Prince George of the Empire. That's the Emperor Damarich. Huh? Seriously? If you're gonna lie, you should come up with something better than that. Yeah, like I believe you, idiot. Could that be Emperor Damarich? That's so unexpected. I'm shocked such a legendary leader would come to my tavern. It's a great privilege, but he looks even more fearsome than the rumors.
After that last battle, the Emperor's confidence in you has grown sharply. After all this is over, I'm sure the Emperor will speak of it to your mother, Lady Melinda.
This tavern isn't bad, but to arrive in Ashby as soon as possible, we must hurry our preparation, George. Your performance in the last battle was stunning. Oh, it seems I've been underestimating you.
Prince, we need to focus on crossing the mountains. For now, we should clear our minds of distractions. We must believe in our convictions and act accordingly.
Alright. Simmer down. Where'd this guy come from? Oh yeah. Same dude. I heard after Garrosh went to Cereban, he joined the Jorts army. I bet he's grown to a fine young man, eh? I don't want him here. I don't want anything to do with him. I want him to leave. He's pressing my style. I know, there's something about his lines. I can't explain it. He has the same sort of like dignified eloquence. The Lords tried to ally with the Empire and Cereban. They have no allegiance to the Republic. They use the War of Independence to benefit their own regions rather than to achieve the Republic's ideals. Recently, battles have been breaking out across the Republic and they seem to be spreading. The Republic's original goal was equality, but we could be seeing the beginning of its collapse. Okay, that's fine. I like these chairs. They're kind of cool. Feature chairs. Pretty glove. Hmm. Eight defense is a crazy drop off. Yeah, he's right. This pig is following me. I have 3 pigs behind me. Things are looking up. What do I do with this boon? Garrosh's childhood friendships are a little strange. His best friend was a pigeon that he cherished. I heard he used it to keep in contact with his parents. Headland projects from the southern edge of Aspinia. The northern mountain range surrounds Swampland. Over the mountains lies to the west is Bearsall. Those 3 regions maintain good communication. That is the driest dialogue in world history. What do I do with these pigs? Headland province is poor, but there are tales of an ancient treasure hidden in the cave between here and Swampland. To safely travel to the capital city, you should navigate north along Headland's eastern coast. It makes 6 much longer using the coast, but the caves are pretty dangerous. Very dangerous.
Please tell me, what do I do with these pigs?
Oh. Okay, we're good. What the? That was random. Garrosh would have died alongside his brother in a battle in Cereban with the aid of Timas of Flygard. Garrosh sent a letter by pigeon saying he'd never be able to repay the debt. That's what his parents told me. Okay. We got chickens, we got piggies. We're partying hard. Okay, time to bring the egg back and hatch it. That was random. Way ahead of you, Nikolai. Way ahead of you. Corey Hart. The chicken warms the egg. The chicken's doing a countdown? I have not spoken to a little girl yet, no. Panko the penguin joins the force instantly. Alright. I desire control of my party back. Get this guy out of here, man. I know you won't, but please do it. I think Zero actually has to get cut. Corey Hart is Canadian, yeah. I can't drop anyone else, really. The party's too good otherwise. So I think Zero just is like... I just sunk a power wine into him for nothing. So sad. Nick, I already hatched the penguin. It's fine. It's all covered. I've had chicken feed and a chicken in my party for years at this point. I think. I should actually keep that in case I lose my money. The chicken's been chillin'. Any haggles here? The Venom Blade. Thanks. I guess I'd give that to Zero. Nice. Doyu? What language is that? Bing bing! That's the same dude? Oh, this is a classic. Whoa, one at a time, eh? I like that. Talk about gimmicks. Okay, that's always fine. Oh no, a worm boss? Some death metal band probably, right? They finish equivalent to Corey Hart? What about like Opeth and Amon Amarth and all those guys? Are any of those guys finish? Buy this book and learn to be a master of disguise in just 3 days. Whatever appearance you choose, get a reading today and discover the secret. That was like one of the most tilted I was in the entire game last time was the worm boss. This is the church, presumably. Oh yeah, Ansi Kella, right. How did I not think of Ansi Kella? The Imperial army will be obliterated in the cave on the way to Swampland. If the headland and Swampland armies unite and flank them, Emperor's Demar's run of luck will be over along with his life. The Republic has been in a miserable state since the War of Independence. Now the Empire is invading. I wonder who will protect us. Me. So is it true that the Emperor still does not recognize the independence of the Republic? No. I don't believe the Emperor who wants to control everything would ever properly recognize the Republic. Even if he did, I don't think the hatred the people of the Republic feel toward him will ever fade. I can't believe Emperor Damarich, a man so hated by the people of the Republic, would come to our village. He's leaving soon, right? Can you leave, please? Like, no one asked you to come here. You don't think you'll be allowed to pass the cave on Casa, do you? No. Lord Daka and Lord Sios still feel nostalgia for the Empire's aristocratic society. If Emperor Damarich's rule were to end, they would automatically try to reinstate the old system. This is a complicated thought, lady. Regardless of whether the Republic or the Empire has the privilege of ruling Headland, the suffering of the people remains unchanged. There's no Finns in Deathclock? That's not a good sign for Finland. They can't even get into Deathclock? That's not good, man. That's really not good. Are you saying there was no Finns involved in the creation of the song Mermaider? That's not good. Really bad. Really bad. Can I turn the worm boss into worm feed to feed the chickens, Nick? What do you think? I've never seen a brightly colored flower before. I really want one. You know what? I've got just the thing for you, lady. I think this is what my boy Chinnigan, Michael Chinhair Finnegan, was talking about yesterday. Toki Wartooth? Toki Wartooth. This could be easily fixed with a modicum of internet research. I want him to have the cut flowers to give the girl. She'll remember it better coming from Jorts than Campbell. He's prettier. Toki Wartooth sounds more Scandinavian. But what do I know? Wow, these are beautiful. Are you giving them to me? Then in exchange for these flowers, I shall present you with this old map. Thank you. These flowers given to me by the prince. I'll give it the best of care, and I'll try to fill this place with lots and lots of flowers. Later on, she becomes Elton Joel's florist. Yeah. Beer nuts, and I heard it from a friend's friend. That's the level of discourse we're going for here. As someone born into the aristocracy, Headland's lord was not satisfied with living in poverty. The only way for Headland to prosper was to form a union with Cerbed. Everyone agreed. Alright. It's a little bit of like a essay you're writing there. Oh, the shelf was neatly organized. That's good. The Republic-controlled Headland territory was won in the War of Independence against the Empire. Daka, a relative of the Emperor, was appointed lord of his province. Our level of discord is like my dad's friends shooting pool and drinking beer. With decentralized government, Espania acts as many small nations. Headland is within the Republic, but in reality, it's no different than the Empire. How I envy Flagard and Mallory. Squiskar Squigelf? While the Republic was founded on a philosophy of equality, I support the imperial system, a regime with a powerful ruling class. With its decentralized government, Espania acts as many small nations. Headland is within the Republic. But in reality, it's no different from the Empire. How I envy Flagard and Mallory. Even if Aspia provides with the goods, that doesn't mean they're distributed to the people. Equality, you won't find it here. Yeah. Oh yeah. More mithril than I'll ever need in my life. Ooh, some sweet snacks. This is another town where everyone's sort of like a philosophy minor, political science major. Due to the unnatural weather this year, there was no harvest, yet we received no help from Aspia. They didn't even ease the annual collection they take from us. Well, welcome to the feudal ages, lady. Live with it. Jade, if only Headland hadn't been so stingy with their troops, they wouldn't have lost to the Jort's army. Buddy, we were going to win no matter what. I have a certain power called Save State, Load State. I don't lose. Garrosh would have died alongside his brother in a battle in Saraban with the aid of T-Mass of Flyguard. Garrosh sent a letter by pigeon saying he'd never be able to repay the debt. That's what his parents told me, at least. Okay. It's all fine. This town's a little underwhelming. Finns are too busy cooking their brains in the sauna to engage in creative pursuits. We all know it. My eldest son died during a battle with the T-Mass army. My two remaining sons were divided by their beliefs. They ended up in a battle against one another. Now Garrosh is the only son I have left. Daddy went to fight the Jort's army. I'm not worried. He's the strongest in the Headland army. I have a bad news for you. I had 3 promising sons. I've lost 2 of them to this war. Garrosh, my middle son, is the only one left now. Well, I'm doing my best to kill him as well. Fireworks, beers, barbecues, bonfires, cottage weekends, masses of people. My husband Jade was made to face his brother Garrosh in a hopeless battle so the main army could prepare in the cave. Jade realized, but desertion is such a serious crime they will even punish your family. Yikes. Diary entry written by Garrosh's mother. Saraban is docked in Headland. Could the Saraban guard threaten Headland? If my sometimes my boys head to battle one another, I would be devastated. Well, lady, very prescient of you. Is Garrosh gone? Thank God. In Canada, we prefer to use fireworks when you can actually be outside to appreciate them. Call me crazy. Maybe the summer is a little more fun for fireworks than January 1st. That's a weird thing about New Year. It's one of the worst days of the year to go out. It's like the most bitter cold part of the entire year. Yet we expect it to be like a night of revelry. Come on, stop it. Okay, I think we're good here. I can't see anyone I want to replace with Zero. I think Zero lost his opportunity. My party is pretty good right now. I actually probably want him better than Arthur now that I think about it. I mean, like, I was in Panama over winter. If you're in Panama, by all means, firework the hell out of things in January 1st. It's like 26 degrees. I should use Zero instead of Arthur. But he doesn't have a good weapon. He does like 1 damage. Shit. He's got a Silver Wing. Look at his attack stat. 80, 72, 74, 74, 45. Oh, that's a fair point. It's a good point. I like that. You guys probably, do you guys really have like 18, 20 hours of sunlight a day during the summer? I mean, his is pretty bad too, 47. Alright, sorry, Arthur. We already got all the spellcasters and centaurs we need, thank you. I got pretty bad luck with, I got pretty bad luck with accessories this game. Yeah, it'd be worse for sure. Like 8 p.m. summer day, just when it starts to get dark. Dusk to almost darkness. That's your ideal time, I think. Good point. Mithril Claw. This guy's got 2 haggles, eh? Do I see 3? It's 3 o'clock already, wow. This is break time. Gotta eat. I don't feel like eating, but I gotta eat. Gotta pack it in. Big leg day today. Watched the remastered version of Nosferatu last night? You mean the 1945 movie by, like, F.W. Murnau or whatever? I don't think lurk mode works. I think lurk mode is, like, sort of like an old Twitch frog thing. I really don't think it works. So what did you think of the original Nosferatu? Featuring Count Orlok. Also, secondly, have you seen the new movie? The old one's classic. One of the best silent movies, I think. Up there with Sunrise. Maybe some Harold Lloyd and Buster Keaton. Yeah, let me know what you think of the new one. Don't watch my Don't watch my YouTube video about it. It's got spoilers. I guess I'll make one about all 3 Shining Force 3 games. Not Half-Life DLCs. I could do Breaking Bad at the end of it. I could do Monster at the end of it. Maybe we'll do it for LA Confidential, the book. That seems unnecessary. We'll see. All right, it's time for me to take a break. All right, 1 battle down. These are really feeling like snoozers lately, I gotta say. Once I got the mithril weapons, we'll see what comes next. Back in half an hour.